What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new StarCraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro circuit. Spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of Catalyst LE, playing with the Zerg pieces, we have a player who goes by the name of Lambo. And on the opposite side of the map, playing with the blue Protoss pieces, he is a player who goes by the name of Shadow. Now, guys, you guys can watch game number 1 right now on the YouTube channel. Pretty exciting game there, and it really shows the need and the what you really need to do, guys, is absolutely know what your opponent is doing at all times, and game number 1 definitely showed that. So you guys should definitely check that out on the YouTube channel. Game number 2 here, I wonder how Lambo is going to respond to this. Respond to game number 1, because this is the first time, guys, I've casted Lambo actually playing from behind. He's always been ahead pretty much with his opponents that he's, you know, gone up against, and now playing from behind, being down 1-0. What is he planning on doing? Looks like he's going to go for a relatively standard build, hatch gas pool. And then on the opposite side, it looks like we've got a gateway into a simulator, and I would assume a natural expansion is going to be coming up here very shortly. And that's exactly what happened here with the Protoss player, Shadow. But I was really surprised at what Shadow did in game number 1. I really liked his style of what he did in it. I think it really just came down to information, knowing what the Zerg player was doing, and Lambo on the flip side didn't know exactly what he thought he knew what Shadow was doing, but in the end he was mistaken. Cybernetics Core is now coming up for our Protoss player. So it should be interesting to see kind of what, as I said, what Lambo decides to do here moving forward into game number 2. I would, you know, if I'm Shadow, I would do the exact same thing that I did last game, going into the heavy, you know, not heavy, but getting, you know, some Colossus, I think was really helpful. Looks like he's going to go ahead and get a Stargate. 2 Queens are going to be coming out for our Zerg player, as well as the Zergling speed upgrade. But yeah, relatively standard at this point. Lambo is all about knowing what the opponent's doing, and in game number 1, he knew for a little bit, right? But right after his Overlord was sniped in the natural expansion, he really was blind almost the entirety of the remainder of the game. Third base is now up here. Shadow is going to find this out very, very soon. So I wonder if this is going to trigger a possible push here relatively soon out of our Protoss player, but doesn't look like anything like that quite yet. Same build pretty much by Shadow. He's going to go with the, of course, with the Phoenix play. He also got an Oracle out last game as well. Got, you know, I believe like 1 or 2 Phoenixes last game. Another gateway is being added on here. Looks like Lambo's going to find out exactly what the tech of choice is going to be for the Protoss player. Third base should be finishing up here for Lambo. And I have to assume here, guys, after watching Lambo for a little while, he's all about knowing what the opponent's doing. And I think he was really, the last game, he just got kind of caught off guard. These Zerglings always are giving him a lot of, really letting him know exactly when there's going to be an expansion coming up for the Protoss player. This Phoenix is going to try to get a couple of hits on that Overlord, but nothing crazy as of yet, guys. Roachwarn's coming up here, so here's a change by Lambo. He's going into the Roachwarn. I like the decision a lot, actually, to go for a quick Roachwarn. The lair is going to be coming up here as well. But I like the decision to go with Roaches, because he can decide to push relatively quickly, and it seems like a build that he's very, very good at. Now, it looks like this third base is going to be going up here very, very shortly here for our Protoss player. Phoenixes are still doing, trying to kind of nibble away at some of these overlords, try to get some more and more scouting information. I like that a lot. I really like that. It seems that Shadow is really taking the fight to our Zerg player here, which I'm, watching Lambo, it's kind of uncharacteristic of him to be, allowing a player to kind of really determine what the pace of the game is going to be. Very interestingly enough, we have a handful of adepts now coming across the map, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a big push here, guys, by our by our Protoss player here. I'm just wondering. We got the robotics facilities coming up as well as the Forge. I am wondering what exactly our Protoss player is planning on doing. Is he going to commit here? He is going to commit here. He commits to this push, and it looks like, guys, these Adepts are going to try to do as much damage as possible, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to be able to get much damage done here with all these roaches right now. He might be able to get a couple of kills here. He is able to shade out before the majority of those Adepts get killed. At the same time, though, some of these Zerglings did come across the map trying to get some snipes on a couple of those probes. And while that's all said and done here, guys, I think it's pretty relatively standard at this point. So, we got the Twilight Council is up, Forge is up. We have a handful of gateways that are coming now, 4 more gateways. 2 Immortals are being constructed at the same exact time, and I like that decision a lot. Immortals have been absolutely crucial in this matchup. More and more of these roaches are coming, as well as the queens. So here's what this looks like, guys. This is telling me that it looks like the Zerglings did make it into the natural expansion here. They are getting some kills on some of these probes. I'm wondering, guys, how many kills they're going to get. At the same time, there looks like Lambo is going to try to end this game right here, right now. More and more roaches are being constructed right now. They are going towards the 3rd base location of our Protoss player right now. He's got to be really, really careful. These force fields were on point, but he's taken out the shield battery, which is huge, taking out the 2nd, and he's going to try to end this game right here, guys. Going to go after those Immortals, and he backs them into a corner. There is a warp-in now coming in. More and more Zealots are being warped in, but I think, guys, that this is just too much Zerg attacking the 3rd base. And just like that, guys, Lambo ties up this series 1-1 in a fashion that I think suits Lambo so much more, and that's with the Roach Ravager Zergling style. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Lambo and Shadow, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.